Hey guys, Dan here with Mojo Matrix Media, and I actually just wanted to talk to you guys about Resident Evil 6 today. I recently just played this game. I know it's kind of a long time coming, but I actually just recently replayed the game, and I've got to say I was a little disappointed with this one. Now, it's a great game as a standalone game. Don't get me wrong. Wonderful dynamics. I love the different characters and how you can play as each one, and it alters the storyline and alters your perspective, whether it's just a little bit in the world or completely different parts of the world. It's just great. Great idea, great concept. But at the same time, I really have not played a game from Resident Evil that I've enjoyed since Resident Evil 4. And that reason being is just because Resident Evil, it was my childhood game. It was a go-to horror game, and I love that. Horror games and just suspense games and psychological thriller games are everything that I love in gaming. Those things, there's nothing better that to me than that. But Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, not a big fan of. They're more action games, action orientated, and it's kind of hard to be afraid when you have a sniper rifle that can one shot kill anything. And so that's my thoughts on that. But as a game, purely from a completely unbiased standpoint, I thought it was great. The characters were really well developed throughout the story, and the fact that you could play as each different character throughout was just a great concept, as I said before. Um, the weapon varieties could have been a little bit better, but at the same time, it does stick a little bit to uh, the Resident Evil system that they had before, and I thought that was good. I just think that it could have been better. Um, the different perspectives, kind of showing how you were partnered up most of the time throughout it. You can play as one partner or the other. Like if you're Leon, you can play as Helena, and those two perspectives was really great. I mean, at times the change was so minute that you didn't even notice it, but at other times it was just so wonderful that you get to explore or what they're doing. So it's not just an AI. It kind of gives you more of an idea of what they are and what they're doing. The online did not enjoy. I really hated the multiplayer with that just because the whole idea behind it was to become part of the storyline. So to play the multiplayer and enjoy it, you'd have to play the storyline again. And I don't know, I just don't get into that. Maybe that's just a personal thing for me. Um, the locations were very well done. The scenery was just amazingly detailed, and I loved that. The sound was great. And I know if you're keeping up with my blog, we actually talked about how everything's in the details when it comes to immersion, and I just loved how immersive this game was. It was just absolutely great on that front. But aside from that, the creature design was just wonderful. How the mutation was kind of explained. I love the story in it, how detailed it was. Because they did have so many different storylines that you could pursue, you could actually see chronologically what's going on in different parts of the world, and it was just great. Um, as I kind of touched on, the character depth was really well done. I really enjoyed the writing styles of this and how each character had its own distinct play style. It really challenged my skills to go through each different character and play it. But at the same time, as soon as you got used to them, they were very similar in how you had to fight. So it was actually really good as a game, but as a part of the Resident Evil, now I kind of sound like a broken record here, but as part of Resident Evil, it just did not hold up to the standards. If you liked it, that's great. I'm glad I could say that it was a good game, but I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I mean, if they just called it Zombie Apocalypse 6 instead of Resident Evil 6, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. But yeah, that's my opinion on this game. Thank you for watching. This has been Dan with Mojo Matrix Media. Go ahead and check us out. I'm going to link our uh, um, site where you can actually get Resident Evil 6 if you have not played it, so that you guys can check that out. And also to our Facebook page and Twitter just down below. Alright, so go ahead and click on that and subscribe for more game reviews. Bye guys.